Drifting through your day. Now, how to stop feeling stuck and start to live with meaning. Now, drift is the major thing that is holding men back and stopping them from getting the best shape of their life, but also achieving the peace, the happiness, fulfillment, and the shape that they truly desire. Now, scrolling, snacking, right, are on autopilot. Your weekends are filled up with distractions and you try to avoid the true work. Life feels empty, right, but you're not lazy. You're just disconnected from your purpose. Now, scrolling, snacking, autopilot weekends, and life is just passing by. Most men drift because they're disconnected from their daily actions and their long-term identity. You're feeling numb, right? You're feeling this lack of peace and fulfillment, but it's not laziness, it's system failure. Without rituals, without micro wins, without days and weeks having goals in them, everything just blends into the same, and months and years slip by and nothing's really happening. Your dopamine driven distractions are stealing your life, and drifting seems like it isn't harmless, but over time, it's slow death of influence with your family, confidence, and the legacy that you truly want to build. Autopilot days lead into autopilot years. You can drift into comfort or steer into meaning. You have a choice. Now, purpose isn't found by accident, it's created through small, deliberate actions every day. Now, my name is James Cameron. I'm a coach for men 30 plus, and we help guys get leaner, get stronger, lose up to 10 kg, and improve with the running and hit new PBs, but also build daily execution, mindset, and discipline. Now, you might be a guy who's 30 plus, and now you're looking back in your 20s, and your 20s did not go to plan. It did not deliver. But what you didn't build back then, you can build now. The confidence, the leadership, the strength. It doesn't matter what age you are or what position you currently are in. You can hit the heights that you want to hit. I know you have way more potential in you, and you know that you're underperforming right now, and you have so many more gears that we can tap into. That is why we created our Leader 365 program, and that is why we're bringing this training to you today. Now, drifting through the day, how to stop feeling stuck and how to start living with meaning. Now, how to stop feeling stuck and to start living with meaning. Most men aren't lazy, they're simply drifting. Scrolling at night, snacking out of boredom, weekends run autopilots, days blend together, the months disappear. That's an empty feeling that it causes. Now, this isn't because you're lazy, right? It's because you simply lack ambition and your daily actions aren't connected to anything that actually matters to you anymore. When there's no structure, no rituals, no small wins, life loses meaning slowly and drifting starts to become the norm and it starts to feel a wee bit comfortable until you realize time is moving without you. Now, let's get started into this training. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to stop drifting and start to live with intention again, not by quitting your job or chasing motivation, not by pretending everything is fine, but rebuilding your focus, daily meaning, and momentum. So, at the end of your day, you're feeling proud, you're feeling energized, and you're aligned with who you want to be, and you're more happy, more content, and more peaceful. Now, most men stay stuck. Why? I remember weekends, right, where nothing went wrong, but nothing went right either. And the whole week, just looking back, there was no progress made, there was no direction. I was just kind of passing by time. I was falling into my vices from time to time. And to be honest, I was just pissing about. I know I had more in me to give, but it wasn't really happening. Now, what changed, right, was me realizing this purpose isn't something you find, it's something you build. And when I was able to find my purpose and have measurable targets and start moving with more intention and meaning and taking one small action at a time, then results followed. The men inside our Leader 365 program, we don't wait to feel inspired. We build meaning through structure and then confidence flows. The issue that you're having is you're waiting for your life to magically change. You're waiting to lose the 10 kg. You're waiting to be your best. You're waiting to be the champion of your life. But it ain't happening. It's not passive, right? It's all about being on top of it, going after life, and shaping the life that you want. You don't need a massive life overhaul. What you need are small anchors in your day that remind you of who you are and what actually matters. When you stack a few intentional actions each day, the morning ritual, a small win, a weekly reset, drifting turns into momentum, and autopilot turns into purpose. By creating small anchors, like a morning ritual, a small daily win, or a weekly reset, you can take back control of your day. Even tiny intentional actions send a signal to the brain that you're not passive, that you're shaping your life. We need to make sure we're being more intentional and we're moving with urgency and we're moving with purpose. Now, the path. Most men feel stuck because their days aren't connected to their identity. Inside the Leader 365, we align daily habits with values and long term direction. This is when life stops feeling random. You're no longer just reacting, but you are on or you're taking the driver's seat. Purs- Purpose becomes alignment and not just fake motivation. Now, the way that we do it, we rebuild meaning through three pillars. First one is our morning ritual. One intentional start that anchors your identity before the world gets loud and before the world starts to steal your energy. In this morning routine and ritual, in this morning non-negotiable, you're simply setting yourself up for the day, gaining that clarity of mind, and establishing who the fuck you are. Second, micro wins. Small daily victories that prove to yourself you're moving forward. Guys, we need to progress and we need to make sure we're moving forward and we're stacking up these small wins. Third, weekly mission review. A moment each week to realign your actions with the life that you want to build. You must reflect. For you to change thought patterns, for you to establish new behaviors, you need to reflect. The issue with most men today is they are not reflecting, they're not taking the right action. When they fail, they're not understanding why they failed. When they make a mistake, they're not understanding why that's happened, and they keep repeating the same thing for years and years and years until it becomes automatic. There's a reason that you're fat. There's a reason that you're out of shape. There's a reason that you're not at the level you want to be at. It's because you're operating at a level that is not driving those results. You must have a weekly mission review. Now, drifting, what does it actually cost you? Men who drift, right, don't crash their lives. They potentially still show up, they work, they handle responsibilities, but every week ends in the same way. You're tired, not from progress, but from going nowhere. You've planned to train, but you're not hitting the sessions, right? Your focus is nowhere near it should be. You're not present with your family. You're not focused at the task at hand. This didn't just happen straight away, it happened over time. You're not failing publicly, right? But you're failing privately. You feel behind your body, behind in your goals, behind in the man you know you could be. And over time, it convinces men that drifting is normal when it's not. There's no reason why you should not be feeling at the top of your game. And if we break it down, men, it's simple. Daily rituals and routines give you a starting point. They stop mornings from being reactive and remind you of the man that you're truly becoming. And you're doing this before the world gets a say and before the world decides who you are. You decide who you are. Small wins give you the proof, not hype, but evidence. Each promise kept, rebuild self-respect, confidence one day at a time. Weekly reflection gives you direction. It stops weeks from blurring together and forces alignment between what you say matters and how you actually live. When these three phases and pillars are in place, meaning isn't something you search for, it shows up daily. Energy stabilizes because you're no longer scattered and chaotic. Momentum becomes automatic because progress is visible. Life stops feeling empty because you're no longer drifting. You're choosing your actions and they're adding up to something that truly matters. And this is what builds that routine. This is what builds the results. And this is what builds the clarity that you need at the end of the day. Now, men, take the 3 steps that we spoke on here today, and this will help you move with more intention. This will help you find more meaning, and this will help you drive and deliver the purpose you need. Drift is one of the major causes that men fail, and drift is slow, right? But once you're in it, it's very hard to get out of it. I drifted for years, and once I was able to establish where I was at and to change it, life started to change. I was able to get in the best shape of my life. I was able to build the business that I wanted. I was able to help men just like you achieve world-class results, and I was able to champion my era of my life. Now, man, the question is, are you ready to do this? If you need help or support, book a call below. We'll have a chat. We'll see where you're at. We'll see what your goals are, and we'll show you exactly how we can help you champion this era of your life and lose up to 10 kg, get leaner, get stronger, and achieve new running PBs. Any questions? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next episode.